You're my hero, Moon. Don't you worry. Over to you.
Thank you. That was not awkward at all. Boy, that was uncomfortable to watch, actually. That's impressive. Impressive display of cringe from Straction, saying that's saying something. As we are in game number 1 between Tundra and BetBoom in this best of 3 of the lower bracket. And looking at the lineup, Cinder, we finally get to see a Timbersaw get through.
Yep.
I will say this, and of course, I'm not the expert. Well, I'm an expert at some things, but not this. Cinder.
Okay. What are you an expert at?
Basketball.
Okay.
We've watched a lot of bounty hunters, and they have fallen horribly flat. We've watched a lot of Chens, especially Whitemon playing it, and it's been god tier.
Yep.
Do they cancel each other out somehow? 'Cause I haven't seen much from the bounty.
The thing that's interesting about that matchup is that in the past, people would actually counterpick Chen with bounty sometimes, because back then, Chen was very reliant on going into the jungle to get specific creeps, and bounty would just block his camps, be annoying. Oh, this is a very unexpected rotation, by the way.
3 members, and Kiritich will live, but still heavy harassment.
So, back then, you were using bounty as a camp blocker against Chen and to scout and to just slow his game down. Nowadays, now that you have a creep all the time on Chen, I think the dynamic of that matchup has completely changed.
That's interesting.
And Chen's overall playstyle against Bounty Hunter is, Chen loves to group up in 5-man and take advantage of auras. Bounty loves to skirmish. He can play 5v5s, it's not that, but you're offering very little, so either you're reliant on getting ahead in the fight first and then you run additional heroes down with track, or making some clever rotations early on to gank side lanes. But once again, Chen just, I feel like, does well in this. He was also picked after Bounty, if I'm not mistaken, in this game. They picked it into Bounty Hunter. So yeah, I just think this is one of those matchups that has completely changed over the years for me, and I like Chen in it. As long as you can enforce the group up style and have auras, Bounty Hunter is gonna
Especially
suffer.
the Whitemon Chen.
Oh yeah, he's very
filthy.
good.
He has consistently, by the end of the game, had more farm than many cores. Just absolute monster on this hero. Haven't seen Save play it because we haven't cast BetBoom yet, but I mean, I would say, historically speaking at least, is Pure getting gone on. Taking a good amount of damage, has to go under the cover of the tier 1 tower. But I think Save has been the most important member of BetBoom throughout the entirety of their existence, actually. I think he has been their best player.
I think you're not the only one to think that, I think.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a bit of a... Oh, go ahead. Oh, Spear actually does find its target in Pure. We'll use the Overpower. Actually stuck in the tree line. Gets the Rebuke applied to him as well, and that's first blood for Save. So, of course, after all said and... Well, I did compliment Save, though.
Yeah, you didn't curse him for once.
I cursed the hero, but not the player.
Right. Yeah. Well, you cover your bases.
Okay, that works.
No, I honestly, if you put me on the spot, I would agree. I think over the history of BetBoom, I would say Save for me has been the consistently best player on average. But the BetBoom team has had, I think we don't get to talk apparently.
Shackle on the
3v3. Good old tri-lane, Shannon.
Yeah, you're getting flashbacks right now.
Yep, love that.
GPK, still 10 seconds until this rune comes to be. Actually dodges the Searing Chains, nicely done. Looks like they'll trade water runes.
But speaking of consistently good supports, Whitemon.
Yes.
At least in the last couple of years, you'd be hard-pressed to find a more consistent position 5 in Pro Dota. He might actually be the #1.
Yep, I would agree with that. Another Shackle, but not going to be held too long. It is Pure taking the dual breath from Cat to Omi, and now he is slowed to a crawl and speared to a tree. Delicious bear meat for everyone on the BetBoom side.
It's a really big deal to kill him off like this twice back-to-back. 20 seconds cooldown on TP. He's going to have to walk back to lane. And of course, this is, one of the luxuries. It goes both ways, kind of, in this matchup, which is interesting. The TA versus Timber. Neither hero can really do anything to each other. TA just pops Refraction, and Timbersaw's harassment does nothing. And conversely, he has reactive armor, and TA can't hit him. So It's like this bottom lane is just a complete nothing burger where both heroes are going to farm, and that means we will actually just keep playing tri-lane up here because both teams are interested in fighting up here. If you are the team winning, playing the 3v2, you're winning, so the other team has to match. And so far, BetBoom have been getting the better exchange up here with the 2 kills on the carry.
And Tundra's still committed, though.
Yeah. The thing is, do they have a choice, right? That's... Oh, can't tell me.
That should be a freebie.
That's a bit of a misstep here. That's going to cost them.
Yeah. Maybe not realizing there is still a tri-lane happening here.
But thinking of it from Tundra's perspective, if you don't play 3 heroes up here, what are you doing, right? Are you sending Shaman mid to gank Puck? Probably not. Are you playing Shaman bottom with Timber? There's no point. Like the TA is actually still going to be okay. So it's one of those very rare occasions, to be honest, where we've seen a tri-lane for more than a minute.
Yeah. And now the 6-minute power, or regular rune, rather.
That is what a power rune is.
That's
yep,
right.
Correct.
Had to double check there. Ari, a little early for that. He's going to end up going down despite
Another
having
kill.
that innate, the foul play.
Happy to see Shaman, by the way. So I think it's a very entertaining hero to watch, but hasn't been trending much as of late. Unlucky on the rune there will be GPK.
But we're talking about consistency, and when it comes to BetBoom, and I think we've talked about this before, but I have never been more impressed with a player transformation in the history of Dota than GPK. He was so volatile. It was always like this 50-50 eternal envy type of deal. As we can see the shackle onto the Mars again, but the spear missed, so nothing was really going to happen there anyway. But to see how consistent he has been, I think. I mean, how often do you see that? I genuinely can't think of another player.
And most of the time when players get known for being volatile or prone to tilt, they don't ever really...
Yeah. Searing Chains from BZM coming in from the south. Another shackle, this time
really nice dodge from BZM.
Wind-Headed Dragon. BZM, though, gets leashed. They get the coil onto several heroes as GPK, speaking of the devil, a 1-for-1, but definite favor of BetBoom so far with that core kill.
And that was even with BZM making a really cool dodge on the spear. He dodged it with Slight. They still lose the exchange overall. And if it weren't for this mid lane, I think this game would actually be looking very good for BetBoom, but GPK is getting outlaned significantly this game. The Ember Spirit has just had his number, but with the couple of kills GPK has got, or the kill and assist, that's helped BZM.
Yeah, they're pretty close on net worth now.
Yeah, exactly. But BZM has been doing clearly better on the CS. So this equalizes it.
Too. When it comes to tri-lane, I can't believe we're having this conversation. So I have to hold that thought as 33. Trying to take off this refraction of Kiritich. I mean, both, if they're left to their own devices, will both be fine. As Whitemon and Ari coming in from the south now. Get the Hex. The refraction does go off, but they definitely have enough to burn through it. And that's going to be the kill for 33.
Yeah, this matchup changes when Timber hits 6, and they take advantage of that. Until that point, weren't really too interested in rotating down here through the gate, but 33 makes the call. Guys have Chakram. Now is when we strike. And it works out wonderfully. This is, of course, ganking Timber's lane. This tower is not long for this world. Eventually, Timber will just get it down, and with Chen and Shaman in your team, you know it's, if nothing else, it's going to be coming with the 6 on Shaman.
Yeah, pure tipping save, so he knows that he's here. Or at least faking that he knows that he's here. We've seen that before, too.
Now, what do you do as Bounty? Do you hit the Ursa or do you try to steal his creeps?
Well, looks like it's the bear.
You hit the Ursa.
Old teammates, of course. I wonder if there's any bad blood. I actually don't know any of that story.
Me neither.
Would love to speculate, but we won't. I mean,
you do love creating drama.
I love creating drama.
Yeah, you do. You just, you know, you make up stories about players that never happened to make them look bad.
Yeah, that's me. GPK TPing in with the coil onto 2. Whitemon the first to fall, 33. And try to turn this around onto Save. You can see Miero dropping in with a nice Mars Arena, healing up everybody thanks to that facet. Save looks like he'll be fine. And in Fountain as he dies. Didn't realize
he'll be fine
charge was still there.
With the trade he got.
Yeah, that would have been a better segue, but
it was
fine.
It was kind of close, actually. With, like you said, the Victory Feast almost got him across the earn damage. his tranks were about to kick in, then he would have lived. But close call. Still good, though, for BetBoom overall. Killing the Timbersaw there, trying to keep his win rate as close to 0% as possible. Between this tournament and TI, Timber is, I believe, 1-16. So not great.
I have a hard time believing that that's...
He's 1-6 here, and he was 0-10 at TI.
No, I understand.
Oh,
but I have a hard time believing that he's actually a bad hero. Yeah. And I think the pro team's also having the same sentiment.
I think it's funny because it's like the sample size is still relatively small, all things considered, but it's just such an anomaly for a hero like that to be doing that poorly. And then get first picked, right? It's just funny. Oh, BZM. Gathering info, but Ari's only level 4, and this is next to the tier 2. I don't know about this one.
Yeah, he's just doing some harassment. And forces a TP.
Did get it. Response out of Katomi. Not bad. Which anime do you think Kiritich's sponsor is from in his nickname?
What?
No, did you notice that?
What's his nickname?
Can we see Kiritich on the TA? You know how they all have like a post name? They have like BetBoom and then a nickname and something?
Yeah.
What is that? It looks like a cat. I thought you'd like that. You love cats. It's a cat. It's a cat face.
Yeah, it looks like some whiskers. That's true.
Yeah. Maybe he likes cats.
Yeah, that's... Then I like Kiritich.
He's your new... Yeah, I was just going to say, he's your new favorite player.
If you like cats, I like you.
Wow. Okay, that's a very easy way to win you over.
Well, of course. That means... if cats like you, then I like you. Because they're a good judge of character.
Imagine if Reddit user Fartbrat really loves cats. You're actually going to be pretty torn.
That's true.
That's tough. That's a tough one.
No, again, I rephrasing to cats like you.
Okay. What if they like it?
Well, then we're in some trouble, Cinderin.
We're in trouble.
Yeah, we're in trouble.
Your whole worldview will be challenged.
That's true. 33 has the Kaya.
Yeah.
I mean, what kind of build do you want to see? Because the panel kind of talked about the Yule's likely to come for the Mars, and indeed that is the case.
Yeah.
So dissuading the Aghanim Scepter build until you get some form of magic immunity.
Looks like a decent Kayayasha into Pipe, perhaps. He could also just go Axe BKB if he wants to be a carry type of Timber. I think both builds are fine. It depends what timing you're looking for as a team, like what idea you have of Timber's role in the game. Knowing 33, he's eventually going to go Axe BKB. I just feel like the clips that we've seen on him on Timber popping off, that has been what he's been focusing on in the later portion. But perhaps since you're playing with Chen, you don't buy Pipe, because Chen could just do it.
Now BZM caught off guard. Coil applied. There's the stun from Save.
Oh, Hand of God.
The Hand of Gaben keeps him alive. Now 33 coming to play as well. Save looks to be dead. The right click is coming for BZM, but will live through the day.
Clutch, as always. Hand of Gaben.
Very strong.
A very strong hand.
Oh, yeah.
Very rich hand.
Yeah, no doubt. On that yacht right now.
Yep. Hand of Gaben on the... What do you call it? I was going to say steering wheel. I don't think that's what it's called on a boat.
What's you're going to put me on the spot.
What's that called again?
Oh, God.
Why can't I remember the word for this?
Having brain farts, yeah. We'll get
brain
there
fart
one day.
brats, if you will.
Deso next for Kiritich. I get that.
I'm trying to think what percentage of the audience gets the reference. Like,
no.
Oh my God. No, not zero. We have a lot of Reddit readers in chat, I'm sure. There's a lot of the audience that are frequenting
ChatGPT,
the forums.
what is a steering wheel on a boat? My co-caster and I are having an aneurysm. I can't think of it.
Why can't I remember this? It's unreal. Oh well. We only do this for a living. It's fine. We don't need to know all the words.
True. 1K lead for Tundra. Drums now up for Whitemon. I'm just taking a look at this net worth and seeing when that's going to catapult for him, because that has felt like it's happened every single time. Track, though, online for Save, and actually his farm so far is pretty respectable compared to every bounty game that we've had the pleasure of casting. Kiritich, Searing Chains with the Chakram coming. The Mass TP, though, is going to be too late. Kiritich very low. The Spirit Vessel applied.
Oh, the wards.
And the Serpent Wards finish the job. Huge kill for Tundra. And they likely get away with murder. Save Gonna scout things out, not interested in partaking though.
I actually didn't talk about this, but this is an interesting little detail for this game. Oh,
Ooh,
nice.
the foil completely
and
wasted, and now the arena from MOUZ though.
They get him
the
anyway.
Connection, yeah. Does cost them 2 ults instead of 1.
From the... What's the saying? I was going to say from the ashes into the fire. That's not how it goes.
No.
What's it called? From the something into the... Wow, I really suck today. That's incredible. What's that idiom? When you go from bad to worse.
I'm looking up steering wheels.
It's called a helm.
Huh?
It's called the helm.
The helm?
Supposedly. I mean, I'm just trusting. I'm trusting chat on this one because there were a lot of people saying helm.
Okay,
Maybe they were
I
talking.
actually didn't know that then.
Oh, I don't know.
If that's the case.
It might just be wrong.
Yeah.
Collectively brain-rotted audience, of course.
Yeah, they're really in a lot of trouble.
Get him out of here.
Listen to us for a while.
Oh, they're gonna get saved with the dust.
Yeah, chains will hold him. Yarrow does not have his ult, so they're gonna have to give up that support kill.
So what I wanted to quickly talk about is Shadow Shaman's choice here of facet, because this was the standard one to take for a while, and then people started catching on, and it also got buffed. The big Serpent Ward, as, well, speaking of, he is going to be killed in the meantime, but this is irrelevant to his facet choice. Most of the time nowadays, when people do pick Shaman, they will take the big ward. I think BZM will play his way out of this one.
Ice Path does hit, though. Yeah, it has the remnants to get to safety.
This game, I think the Shaman is not taking big Serpent Ward, specifically because of TA. So now that the big Serpent is the standard, I'm mainly looking for why would you deviate rather than go for the normal one. And against TA, this is a good way of breaking refraction. You get a lot of... If you play the big ward, you're going to hit him, and yes, you're taking off a full stack every time. But with all the little snakes, you can deal with the TA quite well. This mid tower will be gone.
Yes, it will. Miero, though, has the setup. Yule's being provided, and the kill onto BZM. So that is the reveal of the Yule Scepter, I believe. But a good setup on the MOUZ arena. They get a very valuable kit. It is a trade for their tier 1, but perhaps with Kiritich here now on the Deso, able to claim the other tier 1.
The phrase I was looking for earlier, Shannon, by the way, was out of the frying pan and into the fire, which you obviously know, but it didn't come to mind. I think we should try, at an event, we should have chat cast somehow.
Yeah. Sure, that'll go well.
Twitch plays casting, we could call it. I think it'll be a good event. We just, whatever is popular at the moment among the community is what gets talked about.
That's right. GP Keck W, where is he at? Chat loves that one.
I think Lacoste would be great for this cast. Just everything, everything is just memes. It's good. BZM with the dust. Save will not live up to his name and not save his life.
33 gets the kill. Pure right now on the Ursa has the Battle Fury Blink Dagger. And 1300 into what I assume is going to be the BKB. That's GPK. Trying to get the rune there. Miero pings out the regen. We'll just take it for himself.
This is a very high-paced game, I feel like, compared to most games we've cast this tournament. I think both teams are very eager to brawl and making quick decisions. Obviously, when these teams are at their peak, they're world-class teams that can get top 3s or win tournaments, and a lot of the time that comes down to decisiveness and just knowing exactly what you want to do next. So the tempo is very high here. 33 with the pipe wants to fight more. Of course, this is a great timing for his hero to really try to take over the game. And Ari is playing with him for that reason, I would imagine. Looking for coverage of the Timber. He's so tanky on Timbersaw right now that if any support is nearby, you can actually survive something like a 2v4 long enough that reinforcements can arrive. So Ari will just be playing by his side for the time being. So far, justifying that early pick Timber. 33 is at the top of the board and getting extremely strong.
Yeah. Through the gate they go.
Yep, they want to make a move here. If they're successful, they can get the Tormentor. So potential jump on Kiritich, or if nothing else, maybe you just siege the tower, but they're going to get the scan out.
Yeah.
This is, oh, nice movement from Save.
It will pop the smoke.
Excellent map read out of Save here. top tier stuff, covering for the TA as they are moving over. Had the right read, looked at the map, he was like, everyone went missing, they must be going this exact route, and he'd be right. And now BetBoom, of course, want to fight, because they're not giving up this Torment for free either.
They want to pounce and get the Waning Rift to start things out, and the Coil only onto one, but it could be a big one. The Ember Spear is going to get healed up by the Chen, but still BZM is fine. Instead, the Chakram is just ripping them apart. Kataomi, the first to fall, and GPK a bigger one. BZM is the trade, though. No way to cancel the TP, but like we talked about, Tundra should be able to secure, I would think, the Tormentor. They're trying to go for some stragglers here in the form of Miero. This is another big one. Gets off the spear, but no full connect. Attempted TP. Ari!
Oh! That was very close.
Didn't have clear vision there.
Still no dagger on Ari 20 minutes in. Very poor on the Shaman, but it is about to come out in 100 gold. But yeah, like you said, you're probably getting Tormentor off this. Pure did not use his ulti on Ursa, so he's going to solo it, most likely. I'm surprised they managed to kill Ember. I thought that was going to go even worse for BetBoom. They get the opening onto Ember, but there's Hand of God, there's Pipe. A little bit of everything.
Yeah,
Spear.
Now on the other side, this could be a big track kill onto 33. They have so much in the form of stun. He has not moved for quite a while, and 33 dies as a result.
Yeah, classic 4-on-1 that narrowly killed him. Got the
no
pipe
wonder that hero's 1-11.
Yeah. No wonder he's losing every game when he's so broken. That's a big kill, at the very least, for the side of BetBoom. Yeah. After losing that top fight slightly and then losing the Tormentor, it's very welcome for them to kill the biggest hero in the game. That kill in itself was worth like 2k gold, I think. Yeah, pretty much exactly.
Yeah, save.
A little extra snack.
Yeah, Ari. Well, he does have the shard now, making it a little bit more annoying, but dies anyway.
And now BetBoom.
Are they going for the Roche play?
Feels like they should.
Yeah, this would be big, taking it away from any Ursa lineup.
Yep.
We're going to get some vision from the Pinecone, knowing that this is happening. Can they actually contest this?
If they somehow got vision now, this could... Oh, they don't think they can do it. It was close.
Away. GPK gets off the coil, but he's searing chains as Pure jumps in. There's the spear connection onto the Mars as well. Pure able to get glimmered, though, and he's fine for the time being. Instead, look at that damage from 33.
Oh, BZM found a haste.
GPK gets off the illusory orb. Gonna be pounded now by BZM with that haste rune, but the good dodge onto the Sleight of Fist. It'll be the sacrifice of the Jakiro. But now that Tundra have forced them out, they'll be able to get the Roshan, so
pretty clutch.
No valuable kills other than the Jakiro, but this is the bigger one anyway.
Yeah, they weren't fast enough to kill the Roche. They get second thoughts about it, and they start fighting instead with the coil unfortunately missing onto BZM, or rather, I think he dodged it with Slide again. Just a lot of really clutch plays here. The Ember and the Puck both. One dodges the coil, one dodges the Slide chains in the end. I was sure BZM was going to run him down with his haste rune, but GPK somehow played his way out of it. Still, when all is said and done, you're happy with this. If you're Tundra, you get the Aegis onto Pure. They're about to get a Lotus on 33, and that is a huge item this game. There's so much utility in it. You can remove track, you can remove 2 different silences, the traps and the Puck. You mitigate a ton of Jakiro's impact. Just a wonderful item to pick up here, and of course the plus armor against TA is always welcome.
Save is scouting this out. Actually doesn't prevent the blink from Pure, and he just destroys Miero. Okay, they saw all of this, but it matters not. Coil coming in from GPK, though. We'll get a collateral, although the heal coming at the last moment from the Chen, and GPK now destroyed by Pure. Save will be next on the list. That's a 3-for-0. Aegis still intact. Goodness. Oh, it might not be over. Heritage, Serpent Wards are placed. He's going to get the one shot, but it might cost him his life. This is a big, big kill for Tundra to claim, and they get it easily. Kataomi, the only survivor.
Gonna lose 2 towers here, right? I would think.
This is gonna approach close to a 10k lead when all said and done, and the Aegis is still intact for 3.5 minutes. He was, oh man, he saw the whole thing. Just waiting, biding his time, but it just never came.
Yeah, I mean, I think they weren't expecting that Mars was visible. So the jump coming in from Tundra there was completely unexpected from BetBoom. At least that's how it seems. So Bounty was scouting parts, but not everything. And well, as soon as that jump is in and Mars is dead, the fight's kind of over. And then they keep trying to trade, and well, In live, Kataomi just respawned to immediately die again. Tough times to be a Jakiro with no net worth.
He didn't respawn. He didn't die in that fast. He was the one person that didn't die. So now it's a full team wipe for Tundra.
You're actually right. He was the one guy that got out. I take it back, Sunsfan TV.
Thank you.
All right, well, not only did they get... Well, they got an extra tower. Now they got everything. I thought they were going to get top, but now they also got mid. Still 2.5 minutes left on the Aegis, and this is a very fast Abyssal.
How much more damage can they do with this Aegis timing?
I think the question is, how do BetBoom get out on the map? I think that's kind of where we are now. You have Bounty Hunter, but he doesn't feel safe. Doesn't know exactly where there's ops and sentries, and you kind of have to scout some sort of avenue. Miero trying to cut, but is spotted. Will make it out. Yeah, this seems about right. This is a very dire favorite situation. This fast Abyssal on Ursa is huge. It allows him to kill the puck. It allows him to jump and attack Mars and probably, if not kill him outright, just threaten him low enough that he has to arena and run away, if possible. It's just such a strong timing for Tundra right now, and had you expected anything else, Chen, of course. There's no hero that Chen can't carry, even Timbersaw, who seems to lose every game while still being a top priority pick. But Chen...
Yeah, Whitemon.
Every game we cast of Chen, it wins. And this tournament's got like 50% win rate. We're just getting all the good Chens.
I guess so. Yeah, I mean, this is inherent bias coming from us.
Yeah, but from our perspective, all the games that we've cast, it has looked incredible. Like, it's not just winning, it's winning a lot in the games. It's not scraping by and winning close games. Many of them are like this. Like,
I want to see what
25
the rate of Whitemon is on Chen.
In general, in this tournament.
This tournament.
He was 2-0 before this game.
Oh, he's only played it. So we just cast literally all his games.
Yeah. All his Chen games.
Oh, they get the connection onto Pure, but he has that Enrage, of course, and has that second life for 40 more seconds. Serpent Wards are going to be cleaned up, so not the cleanest opening from Tundra.
This is the downside to the small snakes, is obviously they're a lot worse in situations like this because you just take them down one by one instead of the big one. But for the purpose of refraction and stronger laning phase, I do think Ari made the right choice this game overall, going for chicken fingers. Could use some chicken fingers right now, actually. That'd be nice.
Oh, yeah. Always.
You like that?
Always. I mean, in terms of building hitters, Ursa, not the best in terms of the carries. Obviously, Chen's going to provide a lot of aggro with the creeps, but I'm looking at Timbersaw with Shard. That's when he can just sit up there, do some damage. Ursa as well.
Yeah, I suppose.
It's really, I mean, Serpent Wards is like your main way to take buildings now.
I don't think there's enough reason to buy Flamethrower versus just scaling more in terms of fights, because I don't think sieging eventually is going to be that big of a problem. Like, yes, they don't have a very fast way,
but... How much damage does it do versus the refraction barriers? Does it not play a part at all?
It's okay, but I would way rather see something like what he's buying now. I think the Gleipnir is going to be incredibly powerful.
So the refraction barriers is how much HP?
I don't remember exactly. It's
30?
30 barrier, which means that, you know, how much HP is that? That depends how much armor you have, or magic resist, and what damage type is hitting you. Right? Barriers are iffy like that. So Flamethrower does magical, right? So then you're
70 a second.
Yeah. So then you're factoring that in, but then depending on what items are available for TA, I believe with refraction it is triggered last. So for example, if you get glimmered, then you have to burn through the glimmer barrier first.
Right.
Before you access refraction, if she has magic resist or pipe or anything. I suppose this game there's no glimmer, which makes it better. Obviously, we can theory craft all we want about the Flamethrower, but he's not going to buy it, so I think it's kind of a waste of time, to be honest.
Hey,
but
it's an interesting conversation.
It is. Oh, wow, you like hypotheticals now, do you? Oh, you've changed overnight.
What do you mean I like hypotheticals? Of course I do.
When Slacks has been giving you hypotheticals...
Okay, those are different.
Okay.
Those are different. Pure, okay. Opening on him. That's a lot of damage from Kiritich, but the heal again from Whitemon. Now the BKB from Yarrow in retreat. Pure attempting to run away. Coil does snap, and maybe the Ember in a bit of peril. No. The problem is with BetBoom is they've used basically everything.
Another
so
good... Dude, GPK's on fire against this Ember.
33. Now he can frontline a bit. After all that, nobody dead on the side of Tundra.
They do remain in a really strong position out on the map, though. So it was a nice attempt from BetBoom, but getting no kills, you're going to get cornered in your base again. Look at this really strong map coverage they've got in the bottom half for Tundra. 3 wards placed down in that neighborhood, and then you're playing in the top half with your heroes. You just took the outpost. It's... You're restricted to less than a quarter of the map on BetBoom right now, and the only way you get it back is by killing a core. And it's... They tried. It didn't work. It's now very much so pressured, and yeah,
Full Greaves.
Tundra is going to take advantage of this. They're going to go for a smoke play of their own. They know that BetBoom have very little avenue, and there it is.
Wards, goodbye. Absolutely dead.
Kiritich
70
just
seconds,
has
no buyback too, so this is an opening.
He has nowhere to go, right? So he goes the one place that is left, and even that one wasn't.
Yeah, it's a tough spot. Only they had flamethrower right now.
Yeah, would have done like 100 damage to the tower. A couple swings from Pure will do the same. Serpent wards were used for the kill, so they don't have that, but again...
I mean, this is a lane.
It's fine. They've got Chen.
Gleipnir picked up by 33, by the way. You can see the chakrams are large and in charge. That save is almost dead just to that. Gets off the use at the last moment, but the initiation onto Pure. As he's going to continue to focus on the barracks. Macro Pyre placed. Pipe, though, and mitigate quite a bit of that. And well, the fortification was actually saved for quite a while. There's the Gleipnir again.
Oh, that's
to follow. And now the jump in from Pure. That is the death of Kataomi. That's a long-range shackle. And that is the death of Miero now. Full interacts in favor of Tundra. As the Searing Chains onto 2, but now that Kiritich is coming back, can they defend? I mean, it's a 3 versus 5 still. Tundra gonna play it a bit safe. And
that's actually such a nice combo. Slide Chains Chakram. It did so much damage. I mean, look at them. They're just two-manning the enemy team. They just keep throwing Slide Chains out. They keep throwing both Chakrams out.
Yeah, with the Gleipnir, so 2 roots effectively.
It's really strong, this
cool.
this combo. And they have Shiva as well on the Ember. I love this from Tundra. Very strong combination of abilities. And you can see from their lineup, you know, we didn't talk about this so much, but Chen and Shaman don't really do much damage. So the other heroes need to pack a punch. And they all do. So it's a very nicely balanced lineup with some cool combinations there. Okay. Do you got some plays to back that up? Nero? Can we
How is that a voice line?
It's a very random time to drop that one. Tundra.
Man, 33 is so huge.
It's like when you watch a game like this and you see the hero when it really works, you wonder how does this hero lose every game? It's just so... Because surely it's not just, okay, 33 and Tundra are just way better than everybody else at playing with Timber, right? Maybe he's the best, which is fine, but it's like that hero being 1 and 6 here, and at TI it was largely picked super late, so it even saw good matchups and everything. How did that manage to lose
just
every
unlucky,
game?
You know?
Yeah. I don't know. When would you consider a sample size representative for a hero in Pro Dota? Like in a tournament, for example, if a hero gets picked 20 times, when do you think it's... When is it significant for you?
For one tournament?
Yeah.
I mean, 20 times is quite a bit, yeah.
20's enough? Okay.
I mean, everybody's going to have a different answer, I think.
Yeah, of course. I was just curious, because I think if you think about it from...
But, like, look at this as an example with Chen. 50% win rate.
Yeah.
But certain players are winning a lot more, right? So context is also important. Gleipnir initiation onto Mars. Already half HP for Miero. Gets off the spear, though. BZM in a bit of trouble getting healed up thanks to the Chen again.
Oh.
But is he
How is he not
through this
dying?
fist? No, he is dead.
What?
After all said and done. We'll see if he buys back because he does have a remnant. It's 33, yes. He does buy back, gets the gem back, and now the Searing Chains, and the right clicks from Pure onto TA. This could be the game if they just get this kill. Kiritich is dead. 80 seconds, no way back in the game. Now they're going to continue onto the Jakiro save. in the cover of night, will be able to scout things out in his own base as the Poogies look on as well. Oh, they do find him, and Pure is going to make quick work of him in the end. Double kill for BZM, though, a double buyback on both supports for the BetBoom side. GPK focused right now on the support, but he gets bashed up, gets the Bizzle. Pure not able to finish the job. Ice Path providing a little bit of distance now, but this is going to be a dieback for the Jakiro as GGs will come out. BetBoom cannot hold any longer. Tundra, game 1 victory.
Might be one of Tundra's best games of the tournament, if not the best.
They look very clean.
This was very, very well played.
They took their showers today.
Draft. Let's go into that game and see how it turns out.
Game 2, filthy. Absolute filth incarnate is what we're going to see between BetBoom and Tundra. BZM on the Batrider mid. That was a little switch up there. Cinderman, what do you think?
I mean, I'm curious to watch this one. I think this is the biggest mystery of the game for me. It's going to be just how this lane goes and what we can conclude from it, because it's one thing, you know, one game isn't really enough, as we saw in the previous series, where it's like you can make a conclusion after game 1 in the previous series that that Viper is bad against DK in lane, but then you play another game and you see the total switch up. So we'll have to wait and see if this is going to be a strong performance from BZM and he can run this lane, or if Slaughter can hold his own. I think based on both what RMN, Gunnar, and Jenkins said, that I'm relatively hopeful for Slaughter to do okay at the very least. I don't think he has to stomp the lane either on Slaughter. I think you just need to get by when you get counterpicked like this. Batrider, as mentioned also by BetBoom's coach, sometimes falls off. It's probably what they're hoping for here. And speaking of falling off, Shannon,
yeah,
Shadow Demon has fallen off heavily in win rate this tournament. Who is going to be the stronger force? Is it Shadow Demon's 27% win rate or us casting Chen? Because they're in the same team and they're against Primal, who has insane stats. He has 85% win rate.
Yeah, he's looked really good. I would agree with that.
So the stats would indicate that BetBoom just win this game on numbers. I think also the mid Slaughter also has a really good win rate. They've picked some of the really successful heroes.
They pick a Juggernaut, which we saw TI Cinderin looked horrific.
Yeah, you really do like referencing that one game, even though it's completely irrelevant here.
Oh, TI Finals is irrelevant for a Dota cast? What did you just say?
That's not what I meant.
Okay, well, say what you mean.
I mean that what happened in that game has no bearing on this one, and it wasn't really about Jug itself.
So you're blaming Ame. This is an Ame hate thread now.
No, it's a mix of Ame's itemization and the fact that Outworld staff was in the game, and
yeah, why do you hate
different.
Ame and Ice Frog?
Okay, there's no winning here. Let's move on. Actually, didn't mention this. BetBoom got all 4 bounty runes, which is pretty rare in Pro Dota, but it does happen occasionally. So they're off to a bit of a head start there. See if they put it to good use, starting with those extra about 200 gold per hero.
Yep, Pure pulling the wave, playing the position 1 Abaddon. Disruption from the south. Ari will force out the onslaught of Miero.
I thought maybe he was going to use Trample there and farm the double small camp and then charge away.
Early stacks for 33 on the Sand King. Is he not able to lane at the moment?
This is a hard lane to play into. Jakiro, Jug. And the upside to this is you free up Chen as well. The more you're jungling on Sand King, the more Chen can move.
That's a lot of stacks.
Starting to look kind of nasty here, but in terms of CS, neck and neck. But yeah, having to go back to base will of course pull BZM ahead now. So he did, in the end up going for Stoked. Obviously, if you're running Arsonist, it doesn't really do that much very early
the
on.
Trample set up bit by the Impale, but now that they no longer have it, they're going to turn to right clicks on Miero. Very thick body on that Primal Beast.
Yeah, I was interested to see BetBoom pick Nyx after what happened in game number 1. So they played Bounty Hunter into Chen, and now this game they pick Nyx into Chen, who arguably is like at least somewhat of a similar archetype in the weakness against 5-manning. Nyx loves going for these like quick assassinations onto split pushing heroes, for example.
33.
Oh.
Gets the burrow after, and Kiritich has the healing ward. Not able to kill it, and instead Save will TP back to the lane where he was actually in originally. Trying to take out Whitemon, pops the Fairy Fire, but one more right click will do it, and it goes to Kiritich. So first blood for the Juggernaut. Meanwhile, trample onto Pure, so both lanes for BetBoom very, very happy right now.
Yeah, this is looking like an excellent start for them. And one thing about Tundra's lineup here is considering damage. So if the Bad Rider mid with Stoke goes for Dagon, there's going to be obviously a strong spike once that comes online, but the makeup of the dire damage is extremely magic heavy. Bat, Sand King, Shadow Demon, and then Chen's damage is usually kind of negligible.
Oh, attempted TP, Blade Fury right clicks, he is gone.
Read. So what I'm getting at here is that Tundra's damage profile is a little bit one-dimensional in this game, which does mean some interesting itemization could come out. I think Glimmer Cape could be very good. Obviously, Demonic Purge is a bit of a concern, so otherwise there's a potential pipe. You could see.
Yep, that's BZM. Oh boy. Disruption from Ari. He's going to buy him a little bit of time. Whitemon making his way over as well, but BZM with the Firefly under the high ground. He's actually okay for now. Crush misses. GPK with 5 stacks. Will be able to walk away, so no casualties here.
Nice blocks. Whitemon with the creep. Not quite enough for the kill. You saw it there in the bottom right. It's blocking nicely, but nobody dying.
Primal BZM
until
gets
now.
onslaughted and dead. So in the end, they do get what they came. I mean, it's 4 heroes from BetBoom making their way over, but well worth.
Yeah. It's definitely good enough. Okay, Kiritich, a bit of a precarious position here, but well, almost kill the Satyr Convert. Save will do.
Yeah, 7-minute wisdom. Both sides should be able to secure their own.
Yeah, no contesting here. And GPK will get his 6 now in the jungle. See how it puts it to use. I guess there's some interesting parts of the Dire lineup against the Slardar. The 2 dispels. They have the Aphotic Shield, and Shadow Demon can get his Shard. A nice merit to that into Rose of Haze and Jakiro. 2 very good abilities this game. I think I would like to see the Shard purchased, actually. I don't often feel that way about Shadow Demon, but in this game I think it might have enough merit. It also amplifies the the synergy with the Chen heal, everything. It can be quite potent to have a bit of healing stacking. Miero.
Yep, being chased right now by Pure. Ari makes his way over, but I don't know if they're going to be able to chase this any further.
Yeah. Important for Miero that he has Phase Boots and Windlace there. Otherwise, Pure could have probably stuck.
As BZM, lots of stacks onto GPK. The TP from Save is on the way, though. Ice Path hits, and they're just going to turn this around with a crush from the Slardar. And that is now the 2nd death for BZM. Panel kind of talked about how maybe this game it feels like BZM does have to get off to a pretty good start.
He has not.
Not the case so far.
What do you think of the tip? Honestly, if you are gonna offensively tip, I kind of fuck with doing it before you kill him. he tipped as Jakiro was TPing in. He's like, you have already overdove and you're dead. There's no way out of the situation, and we both know it.
That's the Heroes of Newerth way, is Miero gets Demonic Purge, slowed down greatly, and that should be a kill. Ari will take it.
It's a very fast 6 on SD. How's he 6?
Yeah, that's true.
Because, I mean, Abaddon is also 6, and they...
Did he have stacks? I mean, Shadow Demon is one of the best stack sports in the game.
Actually, a little bit puzzled. I mean, he wasn't...
Save will be leeching a bit of XP here. He's still not level 6 at the 9-minute mark. And 33 will exit. Now, when you're position 5 Shadow Demon is the same level as the Sand King, I don't actually know if you're happy about that.
Oh, nice path.
Crush, dead Whitemon. And now the tier 1 tower. So BetBoom keeping the pressure on.
It's nice to be in this position with a 5 Jakiro. You can definitely look for more towers if you want to. playing around this strong timing. Slardar has done well against Bat.
Yep.
I mean, if BZM knew this was a possible outcome, there's no way he would have asked for Bat. Like, this is already a mission failed in my book. That doesn't mean you can't recover it, but a huge part of the reason you wanted the hero was to win that lane.
Yeah.
And you've already lost, so it's not going to swing around at any point. And it's been interesting to see,
Hero again. Onslaught, not going to do anything. And Pure and company will be able to get this a second time. And it's already both times, though. Pure not going to be too happy about that.
Shadow Demon is so good against Prime.
He gets that Aghanim Scepter. Early investment.
It's been interesting to see the prioritization of Slardar shift a lot between series. Some teams were picking it on the first day. It was sometimes getting first phase picked, sometimes early second phase. This one, it gets picked 9th overall. It gets attempted lane countered, which didn't work. I don't know. I still, in the games that we see in the win rate of the hero, I feel like it's still undervalued. Like, Gunnar, I was talking to about this as well, thinks it's one of the best heroes of the patch, and just that it can. I'm sure he would agree that in the games of today and yesterday, it wasn't given enough priority. I think Liquid have been first picking it, and they're obviously doing great. Might be onto something.
Yeah, they just might. So they are now in the upper bracket semis.
Going to be playing later today.
Vendetta up and running for Kataomi. We'll want to get a good first usage out of this.
Have you ever seen a series where Kataomi isn't chewing gum?
I don't notice these things, but now I won't be able to look away.
I think I've noticed that he's always chewing gum when he plays. Do you think that is...
You're sure he has gum?
Well, if he doesn't...
Maybe he's chewing his lip.
I mean, that could be. I can't rule it out. I haven't asked him. But it definitely is the gum chewing motion.
Cover of his own sentry.
It's time for
BZM.
Rune.
This would be very bad for Tundra if he gets picked off again. They spot the rune. They're going to try and bait it, but...
It's a trap!
Yeah, GPK actually kind of ruins it. I feel like there was definitely an opportunity there. Either way, Arcane Rune for GPK, taking it away from the Bat Rider, who now has boosted travel. And Kiritich just left alone, has Battle Fury. Manta's going to be next.
Just a free game for him. He's absolutely free farming. 110 CS minute 12. It's not going to get any harder for him for a while. Obviously, this was set up nicely by the way they picked their lanes. The Jakiro Juggernaut, you're kind of hard-pressed to pick a lane that just beats this.
Oh, is this the third death for Miero in a very short succession? It is. BZM desperately needed that. He's already 1,000 into his Blink Daggers, so even though on the net worths not the most respectable as the mid laner, you can see that Miero's the one having the hardest time of the cores. Imagine once this Blink Dagger comes online for BZM.
Tundra is doing a really good job at playing the map effectively, considering they lost 4 bounty runes, they lost their mid lane, and they're down kills. They're still up on gold with a free farming jug.
Yeah, they opted for the Midas on Pure, so that's going to help things in the long run.
Yeah, he seems to like this on a Baton. Have you seen anyone else this tournament buy that?
Oh boy.
He's done it twice.
He is going to get canceled here and killed off. Wrong place, wrong time for him. Kind of unfortunate. Third death to his name.
Oh, and Kiritich fancying himself a little attempt. Could backfire.
He's going to get some help. Burrow Strike is there. Now the Omni's hitting the creeps. Oh boy. That is unfortunate for Kiritich. Now he's going to get disrupted.
Spin TP.
Should be able to spin TP. They don't have any cancellation.
I wonder why 33 didn't follow through on his epi. He was channeling it and then didn't cast it after all and just blink stunned. Maybe he thought the spin was going to go out, or maybe he misclicked. Because I think perhaps if you hard commit there with pre-epping, blink stun, and just drop everything on the jug, maybe you could have even found a kill, potentially. But in the end, they still defend the rune, which is the bigger deal. Or the shrine, rather. Smoke up immediate here from Ahri. Wonder what the plan is. Collapsing on mid, perhaps? BetBoom are hot on their heels.
Yeah, GPK wants to make use of this Blink Dagger. Kataomi scouts it out, but Whitemon, I mean, he's aware of it. Nothing you can do at that point, though. But 33 wants to counteract this. Ice Path, Macro Pyre to try to dissuade them from going any further, but it's still a trade. Miero still does not have Blink Dagger, but pretty close now. And BZM also similar levels of farm.
Yeah. He's not going Dagon, is he? I think
when you go Dagon, how fast do you typically...
I think you either buy it first or you buy it after travels. So I feel like at this point he's already showing he's not interested.
But you buy it before travels.
I think you can go Brown Boots Dagon on bat with Stoked. I'm pretty sure.
Huh.
With like Brown Boots Windlace, because it's such a strong timing, right? You get it very early when you don't upgrade boots, so it might net you another kill or two. I mean, I'm not completely sure. It's not a preferred build of mine, and I've seen it very little, so it's like maybe... It's also things that work in pub games you aren't necessarily going to implement in the same way in pro,
this is
right?
Gonna be big. Okay, so Blink Dagger's on the way for BZM. Has the haste. Kataomi, Spike Carapace holds BZM in place. Vendetta hits, but the Aphotic Shield is there. And now, Pulverize coming out of nowhere, and that's going to be the death of BZM. Demonic Purge upon Miero, but the Healing Word will keep him safe and sound.
BZM would have lived there a couple patches ago, but unfortunately, Shadow Demon couldn't cast Disruption against this insane Pulverized radius from the Facet. He was trying. He tried to walk in and get it off, but Ferocity is pretty crazy.
Once he gets that Blink Dagger, maybe.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, so good kill for BetBoom, and GPK has a shard. So the Blink Crush is going to be pretty powerful right now on a killing spree at the moment.
Jug takes advantage of that really nicely.
Might be the first lasso of the game, if I'm not mistaken. Save will burn to a crisp. BZM's going to need a lot more of that. Going for the BKB next, so you're right, is not going to be the Dagon.
At this point, I mean, BKB is just mandatory in this game.
Yeah.
Nice stun. Killing all the greens.
Doesn't want to go. Kiritich almost with the Manta style. And it looks like he has all his items queued up. So Butterfly next into Aghanim's Scepter.
I'm very curious about this later portion of the mid-game when Abaddon is truly online, how Tundra are going to choose to play this. This Radiance is 400 gold away. You're playing Radiance Abaddon with Chen and Sand King, some really big potential 5-man shenanigans available. And knowing how Jug generally scales, it's a strange hero sometimes, where sometimes he feels very good in lane for a bit, and then he generally takes a bit of a dip in his power curve and then comes back in a big way.
Another Pulverized, but Miero, oh, actually they do trade lives as Kataomi coming in with a nice clutch Impale.
Trade is fine for BetBoom. I mean, the two heroes have similar net worth, but I think it's more crippling for the side of Tundra to keep losing their back.
Into the Omni Slash. Whitemon cannot heal enough to withstand that. It's 33. I haven't seen the Epicenter yet. Haven't really found an opportunity. Has the Blink, and what's he going for? Shiva's, I assume? No, it's going to be the Lotus.
Yeah, Lotus is amazing.
Gets crushed for the time being. Kiritich going to get help with the Ice Path. Burrow Strike to safety. 33's fine. You're TPing in, and, well, his Radiance should be done. Yeah, there it is.
What an insane Lotus game this is for 33. Absolutely the correct call. Look at what he's facing. Jakiro spells, Pulverize, Corrosive Haze, and Omni Slash. It's actually outstanding. Whether he's going to use it on himself or an ally doesn't really matter. It's just you're going to find moments where this could change the entire fight. So, love that choice. Instead of going something like Ags, I think this is... it's solid. It is, however, when you do go this route, you don't really get that massive output that Sand King sometimes has with Ags or Shivas. So You're investing more into the idea that Batrider and Abaddon can win these engagements when they extend, as long as you stay alive. Between the save of Shadow Demon, the heal of Chen, your Lotus, he's hoping that they're able to get all the way to long fights in the late game and just outlast Jug.
It's 20 minutes. You know what time that is? It's 20 minutes.
That's right.
33. Gonna pop the smoke. Burrow strike just before the crush came.
Nice
GPK
reaction.
has the shield rune, so very, very tanky right now.
That was a very quick reaction there from 33. But BetBoom do get control of the area now.
Yeah, this
overall.
is... if you're Tundra, you might just have to give it up.
I think you do. It's too hard to get here.
Corrosive Haze with Healing Ward. No one's going to be taking much damage.
Katsuomi gets the shard.
So break.
Interesting against Abaddon, potentially with a silence.
Yeah, for sure.
But who would buy it?
The Orchid? Yeah. That is the question.
You can buy it on mid Slardar, and you can go Bloodthorn on Jug. I don't think he will, though, but the Slardar...
Is it good enough to force it on someone? That's the question. We've seen it be pretty clutch in the past.
I think it would be okay on Slardar. Yeah.
No. BZM.
This is awkward.
Okay here. He's running around the trees, has the flame break. Not corrosive hazed yet. Still juking and jiving, gets the blink off. Onslaught's coming. BZM pulverized, and now finally will fall. A good attempt. But simply not enough. Now this tier 1 tower is still up at 21.5 minutes. Not for long though. At the Omi. I have to say the Searing Signet is so god tier on so many heroes. Really good. Impale going to be dodged by Ari as the TP.
Dodged by running 20 range in a straight line.
Hey, a dodge is a dodge.
Is it a dodge and when is it a miss?
When I say so.
It's fair. It's kind of based. I like when you're assertive.
Thank you.
It's not very assertive.
Bro. Fuck
Thank you. Almost BKB on GPK. I mean, for all intents and purposes, this is a kind of slow game compared to the previous one where we had a lot of brawling and a lot of early action and both teams were playing incredibly fast. This is a little bit slower by nature of, I want to say mainly the heroes that Tundra have this time coupled their Chen with. Instead of having the Timbersaw, having Sanking just is a very different style of Dota. I think it favors BetBoom
yet, right?
No, I don't think so.
You said it favors who?
BetBoom. I think it's good for them. I'm not really... The X factor for me in the later portion of the game for Tundra for me is how strong can Pure be. Because I don't think this is a game where BZM is going to ever turn this into a true carry bat performance.
Yeah.
I feel like that window is already kind of closed, but we'll see.
Yeah, going to transition into more, I don't know if utility is the right word, but the regular Bat Rider where you're just trying to get those single pickoffs.
Yeah. I mean,
less about the spell amp.
I mean, it's fine. If you can, let's say Abaddon really gets there and gets Bloodthorn and whatnot, it's a good hero to lasso people into. Abaddon has insane single target DPS if he gets Manta Thorn, so you definitely have the possibility of killing the enemy cores in the late game. They don't have any save except the flare. So it's probably fine, but...
Oh, there's a damage rune.
Yep.
And they, I believe, spot it here. But the crush can be avoided. BKB for BZM. Gets the lasso, but he is all alone
Good
right
Lotus.
now. The Lotus is huge there. That is very important. But the Omni Slash comes and destroys two. What?
Pure was
Pure
not ready.
Get his ult off.
He got hit by Vendetta.
Oh my.
It actually happened already without the sounds. He doesn't know.
And the fight is just over like that. I mean, he should definitely know. He's been on the map.
You're not
33.
necessarily going to see it if you don't think about paying attention to it. Wow.
Kiritich gets the last kill here. A 3-for-1 for BetBoom, and make it perhaps 4. Ari, Spike Carapace sets the rest up. Oh, this is more annoying kill than I was expecting, but
he got 20 armor from Chen plus the solar. But yeah, that honestly, what a heads-up play too. First of all, the Jugger Omnislash connecting after the primary target. He starts jumping onto Abaddon, and immediately Katsuomi redirects and gets the Vendetta, recognizing that while this Omnislash is running, we might just catch him off guard. You're going to see the replay here. So notice this. BZM is disengaging off to the left now with the Lotus. And Kiritich going to find the angle from the south in a moment there. Then connects onto Abaddon, and look at Katsuomi instantly. Just so clean.
yeah.
He was going to go for the Shadow Demon, I think, until he saw the Omnislash connect on the Abaddon. And immediately makes the call that this is potentially what could lead to a game-winning moment. Like, that is a huge swing. Kiritich now with a big, big gap down to the Abaddon. Butterfly completed. Very nice.
Doesn't get any easier for Tundra here. 8K deficit, and Roche Pit should be BetBoom's. I don't know how you contest this, although they might try. This is against a Corrosive Haze on the Roche. They are scanned out, so they're aware. But yeah, they're not going to contest.
It's just such a low-risk Roche, too. You just put Jugger in the pit with Corrosive Haze and a Healing Ward, and you can keep very good formation on the rest of your lineup since you don't need anything else to really deal damage. Look how much faster that is than the average, by the way. Now, Jug doesn't necessarily always go this order of items, but he does it somewhat frequently.
Yeah.
So much so that I think this is fair to say that this is an outstanding timing.
Absolutely.
For the item. Sure, we'll get his blink. Oh,
Whitemon spotted and destroyed. Ari, all he can do is Demonic Purge in retreat. So Aegis on Kiritich.
Yes.
Going to be feeling really bad after that last fight.
Oh, he also lost his core, but he has his Poogie still, so it's okay.
You know, at this stage, that Poogie's going to flee in the coming minutes.
Yeah, so what do you do with this Aegis? You definitely take the 2 towers, right? Maybe even take the ring all the way to Mount Doom while you're at it. I think he could potentially threaten high ground top. Like, if Katsuomi could Vendetta and scuttle in behind the tower from the top range of the map and then find a backstab, you have a really good follow-up with Slardar plus Jug. So usually the way you defend the top lane as Dire, Nyx can really compromise that position in ways other heroes can't. I genuinely wouldn't mind seeing them going for it. It's going to be an awesome timing for Kiritich getting the axe right before it too. Just Corrosive Haze into Swift Slash is such a low commitment assassination play that could just kill a support on the spot. Wouldn't mind it. Okay, opening up mid, insta ult.
Sure. Has the blink.
Nice Manta. Not sure that Crush was in range, but even if it were, I think he actually successfully dodged that there.
Yeah, like you said though, Ag officially online for Kiritich, so Swift Slash. What a good Ags. My goodness. We've talked about it so many times before. It does feel required on this hero. But in a game like this where you have such a lead, it feels more like a luxury than anything. Going to go for the Basher next.
Yeah. It's just, I think Swift Flash gets incrementally better the more amp you have. Because it goes from being like a strong poke to actually being a kill move now. Corrosive Haze makes that item so much stronger. Oh,
BZM, instant crush upon him. Welcome to the wave. GPK has to pop the BKB as Ari did use ult, but there is the Swift Slash from Kiritich. And they're going to get a second off the back of that.
Make it double.
And BetBoom in commanding control right now. They even find a Pulverize on the 33. And that is going to be a dead Scorpion. And Tundra starting to fall apart at the seams.
This is probably a lane.
And quite possibly.
They have 2 minutes on Aegis. You have 3 dead heroes. They're going to have to at least use Sand King's buyback if they want any chance of holding it. So I think they're just going to give it up. And what hope are you really holding on to? What's the timing here? When are things going to change? And the biggest question of them all, why did we think Shadow Demon could win against Primal Beast? Stats don't lie, a wise man once said. And then we never heard of him again.
Yeah. No
Second
comment.
lane. He pushes stupid fast with his Solar Crest.
Hey, we have yet to see an epicenter. I'm just going to keep pointing that out, unless there's something I'm missing. Tundra just haven't really had a chance to take a fight. Now the Blade Fury will secure the melee barracks. Kiritich, I mean, this still has that second life, so how much can he even put on this? BZM can't even get the lasso. As there is a Lotus applied to him, and they're just going to get the Omni Slash. Actually, it was a Swift, but forcing out the pure ult already. Honestly, BetBoom could probably turn this if they want.
Healing Ward again. This is perfect.
Yeah,
there's no Abaddon ult now. You can just go again.
Or just go back to pushing the bot lane. Basher now on the way. Will replace the Aegis once it is consumed.
Are you surprised they didn't finish this lane?
Is it just the range barracks?
Oh, it's the melee still, right?
No. What?
It's just range. You're right. Never mind. I got it the wrong way around. Okay, I'm not really surprised.
Yeah. If there were trebuchets that would come, then maybe it would be worth going for. Just an idea, you know.
I thought, for some reason, I thought it was the range.
Oh my God, that's fast.
That's a good showcase of
yeah.
Swift Slash with Corrosive Haze right there. There was a Torment.
That's a DPS test.
Yep. Nice target dummy that Valve have put into the game. I think he passed the test.
Miero gets the free shard, so he's got the rocks.
Yeah, he was going to buy it, so now he can change his mind.
Yeah. Very nice. Kataomi halfway to an Aghanim Scepter. All is looking well for BetBoom.
What
Pure. Oh, the Spike Carapace sets it up, and the counter initiation now from BZM. He couldn't find the target he wanted. Still can't, and he's just going to get Swift Slash to death. Kiritich blows him up. And now the Omni Slash at 33 is taking all of it. The Lotus a little bit too late. And that is probably the end of the game, if we're being honest. As Ari on the retreat, Rock at his head. 3 for 1 for BetBoom.
Yeah, this is Megas.
Oh yeah.
There's no way around it. You've got one glyph, it's not going to cut it. 30 seconds is more than enough for Jug plus Jakiro to finish this off.
Well, meanwhile, Pulverize onto the Abaddon in the mid lane, trying to get that ult to proc. Actually, it's already procced. It's Whitemon trying to give his body up for Abby. Does so. But like you said, this is going to be Megas. You got to get that range barracks at the top. That's going to be quick work. Well, Pure wants to fight. Remember, he does not have his ult right now. Swift Slash finally gets it at the last moment. Man, that must have just come off cool. And that's the first epicenter of the game onto literally nothing. The Crush right on 33. Lotus Orb applied. And despite not having the Aegis, BetBoom not afraid to take this fight and finish this game 2 in style. 2 supports dead right now for Tundra. BZM in the tree line is caught. GPK gonna try to pursue, and Kiritich finishes the job. And 33, one more death for this game, and GGs are called. We're going to a game 3. BetBoom showing up in full force.
The Bad Rider counters to Slardar, finishes Slardar's game off 10-0 and 9. I don't think that worked.
That was.
It's going to be my conclusion here. Jugger also goes deathless. A very
pure Kez.
Yes, because once they ban, if we don't, we don't take Kez, they're gonna ban it. So we just take it. If the Liquid can first take it, why can't we?
There's not a lot of people here that would give me a real answer. Why does everyone keep picking Shadow Demon? As a uneducated viewer, it looks dog. How come people still pick?
I don't know. My team was trying to like pick it too, and I had to fight tooth and nail. I didn't want it to. I could feel it too, Sykes.
How would you feel if BetBoom got first blood?
Horrible.
Well, they just did, so let's get into that game.
Yeah, that was pretty comical timing, actually. Talking up Pure, can't beat him. He's the one that gets first blooded. Unfortunate start for Tundra in this game 3 because, well, it's an elimination series, as we brought up many a time. Cinderman.
Not only did Pure get first blooded, but the setup was from Shadow Demon. That's actually perfect. Ius can get second place behind Lanim's interview at TI, which is of course never going to be beaten.
Oh, yeah.
Where he's making the interview about this. We have the solutions with the Huskar.
And they get a quad, they get an ultra kill
during the coach interview. Oh my god, I'll never forget that.
That is the perfect place to put the Curb Your Enthusiasm theme song.
Oh man. All right. Interesting lane setup here. They're choosing on the side of Tundra to put Ari as the safe lane support in order to get the clockwork against... Well, is this really... Is this good for Tundra is what I'm wondering. Is it beneficial to put the clock, the clock against the gyro? The panel was talking about just destroying the cogs, right? So you could have potentially played Batrider down here and then played Clock as the 5 up top, but maybe the matchup against Beastmaster is also too bad. Like, both of them do something to cogs.
Yeah.
Beast kills them, and against Gyro, he can flak off them. So I guess there's no winning.
That sounds really dirty the way you put that.
Yeah, he's dead, by the way.
Yes, he is.
Side note, got caught in the shards with good old drinking a buddy, Kiritich.
Yeah, this is a rough start for Tundra, to say the least. They picked the Batrider this time as support. The Bristleback, the panel wasn't super thrilled by, but the fact that they do have 2 potential breaks at some point in the game. And then Kez is always this wild card. You never really know if it's going to pop off or not. But you have a lot of... Primal Beast has a crazy win rate, and we just saw it being used in full force.
Yep.
And now Miero on a very, very comfortable Beastmaster.
As a matter
Just
of
based
fact,
on these facts alone, it just feels like BetBoom are in a really good position already.
Primal Beast has 100% win rate mid.
Oh, really?
He's 3-0, I think. The rest are off-lane Primals. So yeah, in some ways, the hero of the tournament, without being picked that much and being banned a moderate amount. It's interesting how the pools develop when the truly premier heroes get removed. All of a sudden, the guys that just sneak by and are good enough.
Yeah. Well, Echo Slash there for Pure. Save and Miero will be able to walk away just fine. It is a support gyrocopter. Just kidding. Kiritich is a carry, of course.
Yeah.
Just testing you.
That's right. Well, I'm looking at Katomi. The support was on screen, as you were saying.
Every time I see Afterburner, I'm like, it's a support, right?
It's just a really good facet.
Wait, what is the other one's the flak one, right?
Afterburner is so good that I actually forgot what the other one is. So I'm going to look it up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's the second strikes on cooldown.
Oh, right.
That one is also pretty good a decent amount of the time. But yeah, Afterburner, I want to say it's been picked literally every game this tournament. It's probably wrong, but it's close, if not all of them have been that. The trade-off is when you get the double cooldown, you have a bit more teamfight output, but the Afterburner is way better for laning, and it gives you more mobility in fights as well. So I just think most of the time it's what you want to go.
Now BZM. GPK actually gets the faster fingers on the water rune. As another death to Tundra's name, this time at the top lane. They can continue the pressure here as Pure. Look at how much damage he has to take just to try to get some last hits. Old grappling claw away. And his courier even dies.
Yeah, insult to injury there.
One of those games so far for Tundra. Nothing going right at the moment. How is this matchup supposed to go? Puck versus Primal.
I think they both farm. This is not the most, how to say, high-intensity lane. You can't really commit on Puck because you can get away on Primal. And also, if you orb in, you're kind of putting yourself at risk. And conversely, if Primal ever tries to go aggressive, well, good luck catching Puck, right?
Yeah.
So you're kind of just farming, both of you. I think Primal has slight base damage advantage early on, but not by enough that you're getting a meaningful lead against Puck. So, yeah. kind of just a farming lane. And then Primal can pull ahead by potentially making stacks. If he pushes out the wave well and then stacks his hard camp, we saw it there.
Oh, Kataomi. He's set up by the disruption. Through the gate he comes and well, he gets the block off, but now TP from Whitemon, something you have to fear, but Miera wants this kill before he inevitably does die himself, but he's not going to get it. 10 stacks of sticky is way too much, so good rotation from Tundra to counteract that play through the gate. Light level advantage here for BZM.
Yeah. Should be level 6 on GPK for the power rune if this wave... Actually, maybe he won't.
Now with the siege?
He will. Okay.
He does.
So, see Tundra bringing a lot of reinforcements for this. Coil.
Coil. Are they going to pursue? Yes. Whitemon gets him inside of the cogs. Onslaught is wasted as a result. Gets off the primal ult onto Ahri. Now the disruption is going to hold him in place. They're going to kill off Save first, and they get GPK as well. A nice 2-for-0 special for Tundra.
Yeah, nice double rotation from the support duo there. Great play. You either get the power rune or the kills, or both, as it turns out.
Yeah, nice.
Absolutely
for
everything for BZM on the puck, and a great game to get off to a hot start on this hero. In agreement with the panel, this is the type of game that puck can carry. Not really many counters on the other side. There's targeted stuns, but they have cast time. Nothing like a Dragon Tail or an obvious Orchid buyer either. So you can probably bypass Yules, just go straight into Witchblade scaling with Blink. Should be a great time for BZM in this one. And yeah, he would probably appreciate having a good game after that last Batrider performance. A player that you and I have cast a good chunk of games on by now. He's had tournaments where you could argue he's the MVP, and then he's had tournaments where you could argue he was half asleep. Generally, there's a bit of time in between them.
Yeah,
so
I mean, his latter stages of being on OG were some of the roughest games I think I've ever cast.
That is probably the worst he has played, was toward that end of that OG squad, and who knows why. He was just really off form. On Tundra, I think his baseline has been higher, for sure.
Yep.
And he still has these games where he is outstanding, but also sometimes just, you know, a little bit of a miss. And that's okay. You know, you're not going to pop off every game. And I think also sometimes perhaps what is in part the reason is that Tundra sometimes try to be a bit too
they
cute.
get the stun lock. Primal ult. Oh, the snowball just late, but
gone.
BZM. Well, the Shadow Poison is going to hit. Only one stack, though, so just a quarter of a second off.
Important raindrop, I think. Probably kept him alive there. It's very, very close to death, but avoids the 3-man kill.
Oh, that's a lot of bounty rooms. Okay.
UPK will try for another kill, but
he's
not
hasted.
Gonna find anything here yet. Would love to fight while the move speed is on.
Yeah,
but
no longer, though. Gonna come in from the north as Miero's setting it up with the roar, and that is way too easy on the 33. And Ahri now in that Firefly. Do they have the catch? Doesn't look like it. So 33 playing in the top lane right now. And Kez towards the bot. Will be the cookie cutter Desolator build.
it is kind of fascinating, speaking of someone like BZM, like what do you think? I guess this is like the $1 million question for Dota. Oh, hang on.
He just had to say his... All it takes is to mention his name. And you're cursed by Cinderin. Truly incredible skill.
I was going to say, what do you think makes certain players like that hot and cold? For you know, there's someone like Kiyotaka was our #1 example, right, of a player that has outstanding games, and then other games where you're just like, what is going on? And then other players can like be consistently solid, but never truly great. Like, what is it that does it?
It's probably what you eat.
Okay. I don't know why I asked that question.
What kind of a stupid-ass question is that?
It's a really good question.
Yeah, it's There's no answer, obviously. If we knew that, we'd be creating Michael Jordans every single day. As the coil hops onto the touch. That's a very famous basketball player, by the way, is already getting destroyed by Kiritich on the high ground. 1 for 1 at the end of the day. Sorry, I had to explain that to you because I know you might not know who that is.
Yeah, I thought it was a shoe brand.
Yeah, these days it is. GPK, in the cover of smoke, has the damage room, wants to go for 33 again. They do have Roar as well. 33, he can hear the onslaught, but the ult is there.
This is
enough
not
time.
an easy kill.
No, not quite yet, although they are continuing. Miero spots him with the tomato. Yeah, just a little bit too slow. Pressure on that tier 1 tower.
Yep. Meta's gone.
And it's a done.
BZM will grab it. And with that, Witchblade is about 500 gold away, give or take.
GPK, nice hook from Whitemon into the lasso. As BZM doing considerable amount of damage, but now they're going to turn it around with a Walrus Punch. GPK is actually going to walk away, and now BZM the one in trouble. Should be fine here. But the Roar that was originally reserved for a core will be used on Whitemon instead, so BetBoom gets something here. Does require basically everybody coming to fight it out, and now it's going to be a team effort on this Ancient stack.
It's very worth protecting this area, of course. Extremely valuable area in general, but more so when you're playing Gyro and Beastmaster heroes that want to farm Triangle frequently. You got to make sure it's covered. Shadow Demon. Save, probably fair to say one of the 3 names that comes to mind when you even think of this hero for Pro Dota history, I would say. Exceptional player on it, but as we already talked about, the win rate in this tournament has not been great. I believe, maybe I'm wrong in saying this, I feel like only one player even has positive win rate that I could remember, which was Tim's for OG. Just has been missing a lot in the games that we've watched, but that's the thing about... I don't know if the players are aware of the tournament win rates necessarily all the time of these heroes and how big of a role it plays, but Save, even if he knew the win rate, I think he might still play it. Well, so far so bad, I guess. He's 0-3. But
I mean,
you know, the point is he still didn't lose faith, right? Like, he just believes in his ability.
Yeah.
This hero so much that even though they've lost 3 games...
Yeah, ego goes a long way. I mean, there's pros and cons to it, you know?
Sometimes we see players give up on a hero because they lose one time.
Yeah, they're weak. So. They're mentally weak.
Okay. I mean, you could also just say they're realists. If they're like, okay, the hero doesn't work.
One game? That's not a realist. That's an idiot. That's a small sample size.
I feel like you've reacted that way to losing 1 game in basketball before.
Yeah, well, that's because I realized I'm fat while doing it. I don't think any of these players have that problem.
I meant your team, not you.
Oh, okay.
Like, whenever the Suns lose a singular game, you're like, we are the worst ever. I'm never watching my team again.
And then I do again. Yep. It's just like playing Dota. You always come crawling back in the end.
You do.
It's just a masochistic type of feeling, you know?
But you've changed your approach to watching basketball now, though.
Here we go. Nobody gives a shit.
I thought it was kind of fascinating. Excellent, if you will. You started watching games that you know your team has won.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you don't watch.
Well, number
it's like
one,
the opposite of anti-spoiler. You spoil yourself.
You don't watch Dota games after they're over sometimes?
Sometimes, but I don't specifically not watch them when I don't know if the team I wanted to win won.
I mean, if you had to watch the last 2 years of Suns basketball, you'd understand. It's pain.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't watch it even if you won every game.
Yeah, that's true.
So
that's because you're a terrible friend. Kataomi spotted by the rocket flare. Tundra. They got off to a bit of a rough start, but have definitely equalized a bit here. As Pure is about 600 away from his Deso, and Kiritich, as we can see, is well into his Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah, Kez is an interesting character to watch in this tournament. I mean, a lot of players just haven't really made it work, but I feel like the way Pure and Mickey play it are also a little bit different. I feel like Mickey plays slightly faster, whereas Pure is oftentimes farming for 2 to 3 items before he really gets involved, and then he makes a splash. I'm curious in this game if that's going to be the case, if he's going to reach like critical mass and then Tundra take a great fight, because all I see here are really big minefields for Kez to play into. Demonic Purge, Roar, Pulverize. There's 3 BKB piercing abilities on a carry that's super reliant on free-flowing movement in fights and on burst. You're even playing into Snowball Save too. I think BetBoom have done a really good job of trying to make Kez as bad of a pick as possible. So if Tundra still make it work here.
Yeah. Lasso initiation. Whitemon with the Cogs.
Oh, nice Cogs, double knock.
At the Omi, dead to rights.
That is a fast dagger.
I mean, have we seen any non-position 1, I guess mid, right?
We saw one mid Kez from Niku.
But is support, have you ever seen a support Kez in a pro game?
No, don't think so. And I don't think we will either.
And do we know if BZM has played Pure, or played Pure, if he's played Kez?
Oh, you're thinking if they could flex it when they first pick it.
Yeah, because if you're first picking it, you're going to get hard countered, right?
I don't know if BZM is fond of the hero, to be honest. I don't know if he's played a single pro game on it. It doesn't come to mind, at least. But
Pure's going to have his work cut out for him, for sure. Right now, he is close to the bottom in net worth for the cores, but with that Deso, should be able to speed it up a bit. But of course, going against this Gyrocopter who's about to finish Ags, you're not going to keep up unless you take a big fight. And we can see 33, he's topping the charts for Tundra. And if he becomes a big threat, we've talked about it before, but Aghanim Scepter for both Primal and Shadow Demon will break. And in particular, I mean, both are just as strong as each other, probably, for that purpose alone.
Yeah, the more I look at this, the more tools BetBoom have for late game in this one. I just think they have very good matchups.
Yeah, I thought this would come down to how well Whitemon would be able to contain GPK. Clockwork versus Primal, very notorious, but he's had a... Well, he is bottom net worth of the cores, but it doesn't feel like he's having a poor game at all.
And I also don't think he has to have the best game. I think if he gets 1 or 2 key items, that's good enough. Now the Lasso pick, it's Katomi again. Like, you're getting something, but it's not really progressing the game or the map that much for Tundra to find these kills. The bigger picture, or the bigger moment, will be in about 3 minutes when the Tormentor becomes available. And both lineups quite good at taking it, and quite good at playing the area. So I think that's going to be really exciting to see who has the control leading in. I feel like that's something some teams in particular could do a better job at, is not starting to go to the Tormentor at 20, but start going to the Tormentor at 19:30. Go there prior, smoke, set up vision.
Whitemon, he gets roared and it will be destroyed. Now the Aghanim Scepter, we saw it's 2 minutes faster than the average. Kiritich is huge right now.
Alright, gets the blink off. He's out of there. And so is the tower. Do you? I think, in theory, the Kez versus Gyro matchup is good for Kez, though. But again, Dota isn't 1v1.
Save.
Okay.
Disruption to start things out into the onslaught and pulverize. Not quite enough to get the kill. The Raven's Veil is not enough to get away for Pure. It's 33 showing off the hairball. Big hook shot from Whitemon onto 2, but the snowball will be used to save them temporarily. They're not going to go too far. Coil now onto both. Tusk is dead to start things out. Gyrocopter would be the very big kill. Kiritich, though, finding some distance as 33 wants to pursue, but now will get disrupted instead. Already 3 dead for Tundra. We saw Kez die before this even happened, and after all that, it's a 4-for-1 for BetBoom. It was so close to being good for Tundra. But instead, BetBoom gets everything, including Roche.
Really good defensive plays from the supports of BetBoom. Disrupt and Snowball coming into play in that fight. And they outlast the damage, and on top of all of it, GPK manages to find the puck in the backline and kill him off as Primal. So couldn't really have got any better than that. This recap is excluding the Kez kill as well. So you're going to see the replay here. This is the beginning of this entire sequence. So first they kill the Kez down here, narrowly. And in the meantime, BetBoom are starting to do Roche with their Beastmaster, which Tundra correctly identified. And they're like, this is a 4v3. We should go fight. So Bristle goes in and disrupts it. And now this hookshot looks extremely promising, but this snowball, very, very important. Buying the time. Coil comes in. Heritage too strong.
Oh. Yeah, getting Heritage there might turn the fight potentially. But living with a sliver of HP. And that's enough now for BetBoom to take a pretty commanding lead. 19.5 minutes, 4K net worth, have the first Aegis of the game on an enormous gyrocopter.
Yeah, and it's also about how the gold is distributed here. This is not just a 4K lead. You considering that Batrider is 2K up on Shadow Demon, your cores are very far ahead. Both the Gyro and Beastmaster easily topping the charts, but now finally GPK also overtakes 2 of the enemy cores, so almost all top 3 now sitting on the same team. And as farmed as Batrider gets this game, you're playing into double save. So I think Batrider net worth is actually not that valuable here. I think your heroes just countered very well, and you would much rather have a richer puck in particular. I think this is a game where BZM was going to have a lot of responsibility with helping carry the game, because I don't think Kez can do it alone here at all. This is not one of those, Kez is going to go in and clean up 3 heroes easily type games. Too tanky, too many saves. Immediately smoked up from BetBoom after they took the Torment turret. They had the control. Get the shard on Kataomi. I think they'd probably rather have had the Shadow Demon one, but it's all good.
Boo, 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 boo! Oh, Whitemon. Oh, good attempt on the hook, but I believe BZM was moving, so he couldn't get it. That is unfortunate. Another freebie for BetBoom. 2.5 minutes on the Aegis. Lasso from Ari into the Echo Slash, but Kataomi is here as well. Call down. Not doing too much, but they get the roar and they get the kill instantly on Pure. Talking about how these single target lockdowns against the Kez are his kryptonite essentially, and well, they got plenty where that came from.
Yeah, even though they lasso save, he still gets disruption off, he still gets piped.
I mean, imagine Tundra with one hero that has a save.
Yeah.
Like a disruption.
Yeah.
Or a box.
Yeah, why don't they just pick the 25% win rate hero themselves?
Well, Whitemon loves Ringmaster.
True, but the matchup against Shadow Demon is pretty bad.
True.
So you can't use the box
I mean,
there.
there's plenty of save heroes though, right?
Yeah. Well,
BetBoom has 2.
Yeah. Well, what would you suggest?
Well,
Ringmaster's not it.
I need to look at the list.
Wyvern, which...
Yeah, Wyvern's not a hero right now. Okay, I'm just
Who am I hearing running?
Somebody's running in
Sound?
place.
We're paused.
It's okay. Let them get their steps in.
What is this?
OD.
Right. He could have picked OD5. That is true.
What happened to Oracle? That's a save. The hero's garbage now.
Oracle is probably, out of all of these suggestions, the best one.
I mean, even Silencer, that's a save.
Somewhat.
I mean, it counters like everything that Kez would hate.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some more. I mean, you're the analyst. You're supposed to come up with this too.
I'm just... This running noise is actually just...
Yeah, can we unpause it?
It's literally...
so that we get rid of the noise and then pause it for the players again.
It's brain jamming me, this running noise.
It's brain jamming you?
Yeah.
That's a nice set. There's no way this is his noise. If that's his noise, then we need to go back to the drawing board. Oh, yeah.
It is.
Raptor Clockwork.
It went away.
Maybe it was a creep next to Primal. If Primal has that sound, I swear. Oh, it's gone. A Valve employee has logged in,
for the first
hacked
time
the code
in a year. Thank the Lord. Welcome back. We're so happy to have you here.
God, that was actually really good.
Now, if you wouldn't mind, can you fix Immortal Draft now that you're here?
Oh man, I forgot that was even a problem. I've been playing it with that years ago. Go when ready. 7K. Oh,
That's
blinking. That's
perspective.
That's blurst.
That might have been the sound. Was him blinking.
Yeah, that sounded a lot
Really
like
fast.
it. Really thick eyelids.
Yep.
All right, Kiritich. minute and a half on the Aegis. How much more work can they do? There's 2 tier 2s remaining. They will likely get this one uncontested. Probably won't have time to get the final one, though. He has full Satanic, and Daedalus is about 1,000 and change away. I think this is the biggest gyrocopter at 22 minutes that we have seen the entire tournament. He is so big.
Easily up there, at the very least. There's been some pretty big gyros. I think Yuma had a game that was crazy. We cast Yatoro was really rich in the Manta game too, wasn't he?
He refused to get Ags, so I've tried to burn that from my memory. We still have not figured out why.
Well, it was our best conclusion was the Leshrac, right? Against the Edict that he wanted it. Or not. It's different, but
Yeah, I guess. Well, Aghanim Sept. How big of a power spike is this for Kez in your ultimate wisdom?
I mean, it's big. Kez generally level up massively after it. The problem is, in this game, once again, I just think there's a low ceiling here for the hero, is my problem. Like, what do you buy to reach that I am a god on Kez type gameplay? You can see he's not even going BKB, he's going Lincolns because there's just so many problems. He wants to block at least one of them.
Yeah.
And he's going Dagger. I think Blink is actually kind of genius here, because what you're realistically expecting in the fight is if you fight on quote-unquote normal terms, you're just going to get countered by all the single-target solutions. So what you're hoping to do is have your teammates get jumped, and then you instantly blink, killing the backline. So you're probably just trying to assassinate the Shadow Demon when he's used any sort of save disruption on a teammate or an offensive one. So you can get one problem out of the fight, and then you're kind of like going step to step. So I personally really like the blink. I hope he buys it before the Lincolns. He's queuing up both. And it gives him a way more reliably of playing with Ahri and with Whitemon when they get picks. Obviously, we're approaching the game, part of the game where skirmishes become less frequent and teamfights become more prevalent, but it's a cool idea.
If anybody can do it, it is Pure.
And he needs to. That's the thing. He is in a game state that he was not hoping to have. His hero's hard countered. They're far behind as a team in general. It's not going to be an easy one.
$63-37. Huh, it's closer than I thought. As BetBoom with quite the lead right now. Blink Dagger for Pure. See how aggro they can get. Tundra, Smoke. Something has to happen here. Something has to go their way, it feels like. With Roche potentially coming soon.
The dream fight is easily to catch the supports. I think that has to be the team comms right now, is you need Kez plus Puck or Kez plus Bat to jump and assassinate Shadow Demon.
Yeah.
And try to build a fight around that. That's been mainly what we've been seeing in a lot of these Shadow Demon losses, is that the hero might look good on paper, but you get caught and the fight just breaks apart completely. Tundra need to find a way to accomplish that sooner rather than later. This smoke doesn't look like it's going to do much of anything. They're going to start poking the tower.
Yeah, it was scanned out, so.
Ahri. Okay, napalming the wave, giving away his position.
Follow the fire.
Yep.
Well, 30 seconds to know, 30 seconds away from knowing when Roche spawns. Valve has graced us with an actual timer. Digital.
Thank you so much.
We have upgraded from analog to digital in the Roche pit. Well, technically not. The Roche pit itself is still analog. But in the game UI.
Do you think they're keeping the clock? Or do you think they're going to remove it? The one
Why
in the
not?
pit?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Who cares? Okay, it
That's
is a super fast one.
Almost instantaneous. Probably so quick that they're not going to check it yet. But they are already going to start covering the area, just spilling out.
Well, they know now.
Oh, yep, here he comes.
I mean, do you think they're able to just walk in and take it without needing a pickoff?
I think so.
Oh, especially now with his BKB for GPK.
I think you're interested in the fight coming to you. You have Beastmaster with Crimson Pipe. You have an insane timing on your gyro. I think their overall read is if we have good formation and we have the vision, we're set up, Tundra can't go into us. And they would be right. Tundra are not even going to try, so a nice call. If that ward, did it see Kez for a moment there? It might have.
Well, he's gonna show himself now.
Oh, that's
very
fast.
quick
Okay.
fingers. Denying roar. Perfect timing.
Okay.
Looks like Nullifier's next on the list for Pure. How long has GPK had this axe, by the way? I didn't even. He went BKB after it, I think.
Oh. Hasn't really been very much fighting the last 5 minutes.
33's game feels real bad now, potentially. I mean, the thing is, like, it's so hard to avoid. Like, even with this SNY, it's continuing to reapply with each echo or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, that was... Damn. It's actually perfect voice lines for both of them.
Yeah.
That's more impressive than the play itself.
Yeah, can you believe Kez has a perfect voice line for any moment?
That's true. Worst voice in the game.
Now the thing is, I think you would agree with this. The voice acting for Kez is good, but we just don't think it fits the hero.
No.
But we do think it's a good voice acting job. So
yeah, there's no bad voice acting.
We need a...
Should have been a chicken.
Yeah, they... yeah, okay.
Something like that. That could have been the voice line.
That could have been literally everything he says. It's just that. For every action, that one sound.
I agree.
Maybe, and then maybe an occasionally rare, you know, the...
Then you need a raptor noise for the raptor dance.
And a raven noise for Raven's Veil.
That's right, Heritage. High ground attempt #1. They have the Roche banner placed. BZM in the middle of nowhere. Is she just gonna die? Yes! 50 seconds with no puck. What was that?
What the puck?
GPK will kill off another big raptor dance, but the homing missile finds its target. Walrus punch, Pure dead. I don't understand what I just watched. They just went in and died.
I mean, he must have misclicked something. He must have mistimed his... Either the curveball went the wrong way or something.
All right, they get the Aegis, but GPK, it's the uproar off. Buyback came out from Pure. This should be a set of racks. No bristleback, no puck. How do you defend?
You don't.
The flak cannon at its ready now. That'll be a full set for BetBoom in a very good spot right now, to say the least. And I'm struggling to figure out ways that Tundra can do anything about it. It feels like everything that their lineup is about is countered, either by the heroes themselves or the itemization.
I mean, honestly, the more we see it play out and the more we think about it, the more genius this draft actually is. I'm very impressed with what BetBoom have managed to do in this
I didn't want to look too into it, Cinder, but in the draft itself, you could 33 is usually pretty stoic. He looked unhappy when that Beastmaster was picked for BetBoom. Maybe they wanted it. It looked like they were quite puzzled.
And the bristle pick has just not worked, right?
No.
I think that's fair to say. 0, 4, and 3. He's got good CS, but isn't converting it to any sort of value in the game. It's kind of funny to look over the KDAs. They have one player with a good game, and it's the Bat Rider that was picked early. The 4-Bat, Ari, is having a great game. He's been in every kill they've made, and he's got 8 of the last hits.
Oh, wow.
Which is probably not ideal.
8,
when
2,
you
and
think
2.
about it. And everybody else is just in the dumps here.
Man, Ari, you gotta play carry, bro. You know?
There's the Demonic Cleanse.
Heroes of the Storm legend, Ari.
Oh, that's right. I actually forgot about that. That's where he started out.
He was a literal prodigy.
Yeah. Do you think he could switch over to basketball and also succeed there?
Definitely. British people are really good at basketball.
Yeah.
Another quick blink.
Maybe he could succeed in the Great British Bake Off otherwise. That's awesome.
Why not?
A lot of disciplines out there. You just got to expand your repertoire, be a bit creative. I could see Ari being a good baker. He's been baking heroes this game, at least. As the only one for his team.
Yeah, it's funny looking at the killing sprees that
it just looks so strange.
Like, oh, that's a mid-bat. Nope, it is a support.
No, the mid-bat rider doesn't get this score, as was evident from the last game.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen.
Yeah, BZM's had a pretty rough couple of games now. 1 and 3 on this puck. Has the Lincolns. And for Pure, actually opted to not go Lincolns. I actually like this, going for the Nullifier. Just We've talked about it all the time, playing not to lose, playing defense. Like, at some point, you can't itemize for everything that BetBoom has.
I would like to entertain the idea that the best item here is Rapier.
Yeah?
To be honest.
Yeah, I could see that.
It's like, the problem is you don't... Well, I think your damage is good enough with it if you could get in. He's going to get the Nullifier completed now and then queuing up into Lincoln's. Because from my perspective, you get one chance here. And, well, would you have been able to afford it? Maybe not.
Oh, GPK.
Gonna break everybody out.
Yeah, that smoke was already taken out right off the bat. BZM punched into the air and will no longer be seen in this game.
Wait, how'd he die that time?
Walrus punch.
Well, he shouldn't be getting punched.
Well, that's another story, Cinderin.
He took 2K. It was 2 heroes killing him. He just got punched. So GPK blinked in and went for the, or rather went out of invis. Didn't BKB his pulverize, so it immediately got silenced by Puck, and then he just got killed by Tusk Gyro. 100-0. Damn. That's crazy. Okay. Well, another 5v4 brewing.
Yeah, Whitemon trying to delay this as much as he can. No Aegis this time for BetBoom, but yeah, not having to worry about Puck for 30 seconds. Should have a pretty good time going high ground. Tower already dead. Second, oh, Ari tried for something, not in range. Lotus applied to Kiritich. And this is a second lane for BetBoom. It's way too easy, this game. They can likely just go for the third, even though there's going to be 5 up for Tundra. Maybe they play it a bit safe. I mean, the next Roche, a minute and a half away from knowing, so maybe it's worth... I mean, this is an elimination game, not just series.
Yep.
So probably best to play it safe, but these items are disgusting. Aghanim Scepter for save. 33. His game's just over. Like, you can't do anything.
I'm really trying to wrap my head around how Tundra even...
You need BKB and Lotus and or Lincolns on every hero Tundra, it feels like.
And it's like, think about it this way. Oh, hang on. They got something.
Yeah,
opening.
the lasso onto one of the supports. Kataomi is very, very healthy, though. Whitemon, not so much. Pure jumps in, immediately blinks away. Homing missile is coming for him eventually. Kataomi, after all of this, does die. BZM, Lincoln's pop. They're going to focus on 33 instead. The break applied despite having the Lotus. GPK just tramples all over his face. Buyback came out from one member of Tundra as BZM doing his best to delay. Buyback coming out from Kataomi as well. Maybe not as clean as we have seen from BetBoom, but still getting that core kill will make this a pretty good fight, and we'll see how Roche is faring soon.
I'm trying to think about this from Tundra's perspective. We obviously have access to the gold lead. We see all of the items of BetBoom constantly and the developments in the vision. Like, even with all the information we have, it feels like a total checkmate.
Yeah.
So imagine being in Tundra's position and the team comms of, I'm trying to wrap my head around what can they even agree is their approach to the fight. Like, because I think this is the type of situation where you really need your carry to speak up about what they need to execute
I need new heroes, is what Pure is saying.
I'm just like, what can Pure even tell his teammates to do that makes the fight successful for him? I guess, once again, the simple version is we have to jump the supports, and maybe he can't say more than that, and then you just hope that it happens. You saw Ari exactly did that. He blinked in lasso the Tusk, but the backup wasn't there. If you don't insta-kill, then you've just wasted a lasso, and then you're never fighting until it comes off again.
Yep.
So, a very, very tough spot to be sure. Roche, 1 minute 20 before it's up, and it feels like if Tundra don't contest that, it's just game over. Like, you cannot give this Aegis away to this Gyro. You could lasso him into your base and kill him once, and then he's still gonna just wipe you after. You have to try for that one fight, and Tundra are spilling out into the map here. There's a good rune. This could catch them completely off guard if GPK could get another opening out of Invis.
Yeah. Invis blink pulverize could be the end of somebody. Anybody, really.
Puck has the Lincolns, so probably won't be him.
Pure, pretty close to Lincoln's. Wait, did he just sell something? Oh, he got it. Okay. That's big.
It's admirable net worth for the way this game has gone. Good CS, 445, but...
Why does he have Sacred Relic queued up? Just a single Sacred Relic. If it was a Demon Edge, you can take apart Nullifier still, right?
I think so.
But it's just a Sacred Relic. A mystery.
I mean, surely he's thinking Rapier though, right? I don't know.
Now we're going to see double Sacred Relic. Third Roche up. Refresher Shard in his belly.
Belly.
And Tundra...
Taking their time, BetBoom. Not...
Yeah, this could be the final fight of the game. If it goes poorly for Tundra. Smokes pop. Kiritich is sitting there, daring them to get upon him. Pulverized right now onto 33. The brakes will follow, and he just melts like nothing. Buys back instantly. The Clockwork dies as well. No buyback to come from him, so if Tundra want to fight, it's going to be a 4 versus 5.
At 33 wishing that he had Raven's Veil there. The only reason Pure survived, of course. And now another big item with the AC on Beastmaster. And they're going to go again.
Yep.
GPK. Full vision.
Jumps in, trampling everybody. Pure Echo slashes to the other side. Grappling claws as far as he can get. All they can do is run. Ari, his kill streak ends. Instant buyback. Big illusion room for 33, doing literally nothing.
What's the purpose of fighting if the moment your heroes clash, the only option you have is run? Why even bother?
Yeah, I just... It is a weird game, isn't it?
Kind of crazy. It's so unusual to see Tundra in this position. Not to see them, you know, lose or have a tough game, but generally they will take the fight and then it's over, you know?
Yeah.
They can't even take it.
Well, Roche underway. Hairball used. GPK again. Links in with the Shivas, looking for the puck, but BZM finds the distance. I mean, you kind of brought it up, but normally, if a game is going like this, we're like, okay, if this goes this way, like these exact things, we can understand a certain way to end the game, but this is going to be a dieback for Ari. Rapier now online for the Gyrocopter as Pure and company are just being completely destroyed inside the cogs. He will drop. That's 4 dead, and that should be it. GG is called, and this was, I'm just going to say it was an outdraft big time.
I think this was a drafting masterclass. The more we see the game play out, the more we think about it. This was honestly just beautiful from the side of BetBoom. Credit where credit